Use today.
Yeah, weirdly
Jesus.
unrelated, but
Yeah.
simultaneously occurring.
So the first technical difficulty was that the PlayStation just was like freaking out when I first tried to turn it on. Now the internet just died randomly. Like, cool. Sorry, I have to go stop the other stream probably.
I can do that. I just sneezed on mic.
Yep. Yeah, you did.
Well, I can't like mute just my mic or anything.
Nope. Okay. No, I'm almost to the stopping screen.
Okay.
Stop streaming this.
Start streaming it. I'll fight against you. I'll fight you.
You fight me?
I'm so confused because
Don't fight me.
I don't know why the side's messed up with that banner.
Oh yeah, you're trying to fix that.
It's configured so that it shouldn't be. And if that configuration is being ignored, that means it should be like broken for everything. What does like a season 2 episode look like? Yeah, season 2 doesn't break. That.
I don't know. Alright, Demon's Den time. Now that the internet works again. Oh no! I don't think I'm prepared for this at all. Good thing I just saved. He's a terrible singer. Look at all these brainwashed fools.
Looking... I don't know, I'd never really noticed the first time, but like the way he speaks, he's supposed to be a foreigner or something. He does the like...
Makes sense.
He does the thing where it's like... Desu! Hello, Ali Japanese. Ali.
Hello, all the people, yes. Hello. Now, hopefully our internet doesn't randomly die again, or the PlayStation doesn't decide that it wants to show up on the TV, or whatever is going on with all our technology. We're here to save you, Sakura!
Did you say, who are you? And
Yeah, who are you?
Who are you?
Momoda says, what is that? That's Jimiken, man. He's the best. I think I might die. I didn't realize that this was a Jimiken battle. Oh, it's not. It might not be.
What?
Do I have to battle Jimiken? Because he'll probably kick my butt right now.
I don't remember if they're all the encounters and they're actually that either. It's just that first one or two.
Noki is the best. Just thought y'all should know.
Oh, I see what the problem is.
Do you? I told Jeffrey his banner on the site is broken, and now he's trying to figure out why. Yeah, Nokia, you're famous!
Interesting. That's okay. Basically, it's like I have a little field in the metadata for every episode that's like, here's how many alternate banners there are.
Yeah.
And I also have another field that says, are there any alternate banners?
Right.
Which, if you think about it, is kind of redundant. Like, if there are none, it equals 0.
Yeah, you're just a bad programmer.
But I figured it was good to have that switch there. So for this episode, I said I updated to say there were no alternate banners, but I didn't change the number, so it still says still thinks there are 15 alternate banners. But I thought it should all just be toggled off because of the false flag. But apparently that flag is never actually read. It only just looks at the number. So like, yeah.
All I know is I would see the banner for a second and then it would disappear.
Yeah, because it's like it's trying to place it with all the other alternate ones.
Had to finagle getting it. Because I looked at the URL thing and saw that it was just
Ooh, it's me. I can say URL. I'm a programmer.
What? I'm so... Listen, Jeffrey, I know like...
I'm so programmed, right?
I know 0.5% of SQL at this point, so I'm a programmer.
That might be high.
Okay, 0.2% of SQL. Yeah, you tell him, Nokia. Watch the whatever is happening. Kiss. Inspired man. Oh, that's right. I didn't even read that before saying that, but cool. Yes. Yes, you are. I'm scared. Where's Nokia gonna put in? That'd be cool. Please don't do that. Please. Just remember that I might die. Because I did not prepare for this. Oh. This looks okay. What should I do? Should I change my Digimon first? Okay. Oh. I have less virus Digimon than I thought. Now I'm disappointed in myself. Oh. Maybe Sigmon's better. Why would he be better than Greymon? That doesn't make any sense, so. Ali says they just watched Attack on Titan and now I'm horrified. Like Attack on Titan episode 1 or like all of it. How much can we say about Attack on Titan? Attack on Titan's horrifying.
I only watched Shingeki no Kyojin.
Shut up, Jeffrey!
Oh, there was actually I was thinking this recently because in Shudan there's these characters who get introduced after you stop reading. Yes. And one of them is like they refer to him as like a giant. Mm-hmm. He's really tall, and the other one's a little bratty kid. And they're both kind of terrible, and you hate. But the little kid is like they actually describe him like using the Japanese word for misogynistic, and like he is like
interesting.
Yeah, he's like terrible to the main girl, and then like everyone hates him, and he's like everyone hates him because of the way he treats girls, basically. Right. And but then like there's actually like a flashback where I'm starting to feel sympathetic to him because he's nice. Like when the giant guy moves in, he's like everyone like finds him freakish because he doesn't speak Japanese well and stuff, and then this little kid is the only one that bonds with him, and he bonds with him because he's like, you look like a Titan from Attack on Titan, and then like they read Attack on Titan together. So like, oh, this is cute. But I went over to like one of my editor friends, and I was like, are they allowed to do this? Are they allowed to mention Attack on Titan in a different magazine, like different publisher? I don't know. That's taboo.
Scandalous. All sorts of scandal happening right there. Attack on Titan is only good because it has Mikasa. It's my...
Oh, you didn't tweet that we're back, right? Did you?
What?
You didn't tweet that we're back yet, right?
No. Rachel says that I just finished watching The Mist on Netflix. That show is messed up. I don't even know what that show is. I'm so out of it, you guys. I don't know anything about pop culture anymore. I'm so disconnected. Why are Gabumon and Agumon not digivolved? What is happening?
Everything about the Agumon and Gabumon in this plotline is stupid. I'm being so excited for it, especially because like in the now, like, I don't know, like before the game came out, they were teasing that scene of Nokia standing in front of Omegamon, and I was like, whoa, that's gonna be so cool, and it's like, it makes so little sense. Do you remember how that plays out?
No.
So stupid. Like, cause that scene, that like shot, like the cool animation is posed so that it seems like she's being evil or something, you're like, whoa, it's gonna be so cool, and it turns out she's just like, yeah, they digivolve. Like, there's like a fight where she gets into where they both have digivolved into Wargreymon and Metagurumon without anything in between, and then they just randomly like, okay, now we're Omegamon. It's like, what?
I'm not surprised. Oh, Rachel says The Mist is based on the book by Stephen King. I can't keep track of Stephen. I'm in the book. I haven't supposed to. I can't keep track of all of Stephen King's adaptations these days because he's got the Dark Tower. It's coming out as a movie. Just don't have time for that guy. He's taking up all the space on all the things. And now he says, watch, Bill Nye saves the world. But does he save the world? I'll only watch it if he actually saves the world. Okay, this battle seems tedious. Oh. But not impossible. And now he's countering all my things, so that's really not good fun. I do enjoy that the computer Digimon cannot die, no matter how much they, like... Gabumon just sustained 2,000 plus damage. It just doesn't matter.
Yeah, that aspect of it is so strange because you can't like heal them or anything, right? They're just.
Oh yeah.
So I wonder how much they were like, how much effort would it be to, you know, make them actually interactable, like in that sense. It's not worth it. I would just have them just never die, like.
I mean, in some ways that's nice because you can rely on them, and it's great when they take damage because, like, yeah, it's just damage you didn't take, but like. Podigious says, like, since the world is still here, I guess he did save it, and Rachel says, or it is the end, and this is the end. And I'm like, yeah, the apocalypse is coming, get ready.
Did you mention Bill Nye Saves the World?
I did.
Okay, I was like, I think you're just randomly saying things.
That's me, just
it's
randomly
true.
saying things. That's what I'm here for. Look, I killed 1 of 3 of these guys. Oh crap. Greymon doesn't have anti-panic. Stop anti-panicking the wrong person! You have panic cure. Cool. Hey, Greymon. Cool beans. I always want to know what they're saying in these weird songs.
Right now?
Yeah. Sounds like they're saying perpetual bounce. And you know that's my headcanon. I'm just gonna go with it.
I mean, I guess it is words that have been distorted. Huh. It might not even be words that are distorted. It might be something else. Some other kind of noise that's distorted.
I cannot feel it, Jimiken, and I don't want to, because you're gross. I just feel like these Jimiken battles are always like, oh yeah, I'll survive, and then in the end he has some crazy, he plays his guitar and then they just kill you in one hit or something, like... And then you're like, well crap, I wasn't prepared for that at all. But maybe it's okay. Maybe I just misremember. Or maybe I was just really bad at playing this game the first time. All of those things could be true. Stop panicking, McGraymon! It's not nice. It's not nice.
I think it's what people bought at Crunchyroll Expo. Makes me regret. Like I should have tried to buy more. Like I didn't buy much stuff. Well, I didn't buy anything because I was like, I haven't figured out what to like actually hang of stuff we already own. There's so much to hang. Definitely not, I shouldn't buy more stuff to hang. I should have gotten more like little stuff, like stickers and stuff like that. Stickers at least like can find places to put stuff.
should have bought the Bakugo thing.
Which Bakugo thing?
Had a guy that you mutually follow on Twitter.
Wait, which Bakugo thing?
The one where it was bloody. It was a set.
Oh yeah. Jean.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
We didn't end up going the second day of Crunchyroll Expo because we were exhausted after the first day, and I don't know how much. Did you talk about it before I joined the stream?
Yeah.
It was getting there for public transit. Santa Clara / San Jose is like from San Francisco. It's like, oh, it's close by. It's in the Bay Area. And then in practice, getting there from on public transportation is like it. So on yesterday morning, we left at 7:30 and got there at 10:30. So yeah. And then getting back, it only took us an hour because we took the lift. But that was so expensive. And yeah, so I don't know. If we had a car, it probably wouldn't be a big a deal. It'd be worth driving down both days because it would just be like a 2-hour commute. But like the prospect of a 6-hour commute, and the second day, like Sunday, is much shorter than Saturday. So I was like, oh, I don't want to commute for 6 hours for like 4 hours of con. Yeah. Creative Prime joined in, said hello, and then said, I just heard Bakugo, what's going on? I thought he hates Bakugo though.
He does hate Bakugo.
Did you see this, Ashley?
I love Bakugo though.
So I just showed Ashley a tweet that I recently retweeted, which is like comparing the My Hero Academia logo and the Home Improvement logo. And the caption is just,
yeah, it's from School Man, so I got it.
Wait, is that who says it in the show?
Anyway, I wanted to buy a Bakugo print. Sorry, Korea. But I didn't, so I guess you're welcome.
Okay, so I don't feel so bad about missing things at cons, because if it were like, that's the last con I'm going to go to ever, or that's the last time this con's going to be around, then I feel really bad. But I'm like, well, this one's going to exist next year probably.
Probably.
And like, I want to go to more cons for work. So like a lot of people didn't get to see. I'm like, well, hopefully I'll get to see them soon at a different con. And I guess this is like near the end of this is basically the end of the summer season. They're still near Comic-Con and Anime NYC, but I'm definitely not going to those. So it would be until
Jimiken just got dead!
Whatever. This is Avatar, I think.
Maybe. But I'm not going to go to all these cons with you. You squandered your opportunities to introduce me to people. You don't actually want me to work with you.
Yeah.
I'm glad you admitted it.
Wait, no, what? No, there weren't any people from my company. There was one person from my company there. But anyway.
Also, Zoe's my favorite, said yes. Tim said make that noise.
What?
Yeah.
I'm just thinking it's like in the opening, isn't it?
Hi. Ah, more battles. This one's gonna kick my butt.
Sorry, I'm gonna go listen to the Home Improvement song.
Okay, I'm not even fighting. What? I don't care.
Do.
Oh, why am I in control?
Do.
I don't care. Lol, you gonna get owned like a noobs. Oh, is this where she did rocks?
No, I don't think it's this one. Maybe it is.
No, this might be a teaching moment. Yeah. I'm just like chilling, being like, yeah, back. Rachel says they want to go back to the con in London.
These weird extended, like on YouTube I found like these extended openings, but I don't think I ever played these extended openings that often. But yeah, I don't remember if Tim actually says it like in the show too often, but it's definitely in the opening.
Everybody's complaining that cons are expensive.
Oh, yeah. Are the cons themselves the most expensive, or like, you know, getting there, staying there?
Yeah, because I feel like Crunchyroll Expo was like not that expensive. Like the ticket was like, okay, yeah, that's a reasonable
How much was
price.
it?
60 something?
Okay.
For like all 3 days. But yeah, obviously you spend a lot of money on all the things, like getting there, eating food there.
That food truck we got, the food truck we got food from wasn't actually pretty decent, not too expensive.
Okay, the garbage thing about what happened yesterday was that Crunchyroll had set up food trucks in the parking lot of this convention center. And they were selling drinks and stuff, but then they weren't letting you go back into the convention center with stuff.
That isn't that garbage. It's
pretty.
No, it's garbage for the artists who are like, I need to go back to my booth and attend my booth. I need to bring food into my booth. That's garbage. But like, I don't think it's that absurd to be like, we have a place where you can eat food. You can only eat food out here. You can't bring the food back in. That's not that absurd to expect people.
I think the drink thing.
Drinks, yeah.
Because like, you're not gonna drink a whole bottle of water immediately. Like, whatever. This is what terrorism has wrought.
わっちは弱いもんと不細工なもんが好きで好きで仕方をなへん壊しとうて壊しとうてたまらんくなるんだす
Rita says, I never understood going to a con for all 3 days. I mostly just walked the stores for 6 hours, take photos of the cosplayers, and then walk them. You don't go to the panels?
Well, I mean, panel culture differs a lot. Like, even within the US, it differs from like East Coast and West Coast cons. So I don't even know, especially other countries, what. Like, what I've heard is that most West Coast cons are just companies announcing stuff. East Coast have like a culture, like the feeling we got from the Otaku-thon was the panels we went to were like not very good. But I could see in other countries where maybe they don't have that fan panel culture and might not have industry presence, so it might just be like neither.
I mean, Kirito did just reply, panels, question mark. Yeah, I mean, there were people that we wanted to meet, but it's hard because they always rush you out of the room after the panel. So we just didn't talk to those people. Oops.
Yeah, I was kind of like, oh, well, we're playing on these people, especially tomorrow. We have tomorrow, and then we got back. I was like, oh.
The problem is I have one of my weekend headaches, so I was kind of like, I really don't want to go. No, we should. Gotta find Sakura. The passion. Ali thinks that the panels are the best part. I think it depends on the quality of the panel. We learned anything fun at the panels we went to yesterday. I learned that more people watch Naruto than drink pumpkin spice lattes. Courtesy of Miles.
Okay. Podigious says, I've never been to a con. That actually kind of shocked me. Wow.
I just kind of assume every other anime fan is not uncool like me and never gone to a con.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think there was a lot more. I don't think we are naturally people conducive to cons. Like, we're not very outgoing or social. Outgoing is the word I mean, like extroverted. Like the idea of like being among those people for a whole day like wears me out instead of energizes me. And this was the first time I was like, there are so many people I want to like that I do kind of know and want to meet them. But that was also exhausting in another way. Like, oh god,
ですね
me too. Plus, I could meet other
それは
people.
そうとおじさん例の上白とナイルコープがいる
I'm still mad at you that we didn't go to see Johnny Wire. How
I'm still hoping. It's weird. There's no information on the website for the con about what is being. Because I definitely had something on social media, some answer, like they answered people about some things being recorded and posted later. Nothing about it on the website. It's weird because like a QG con, I'm pretty sure they like, you know, got lots of requests for like streaming and like had to be upfront about like what was streaming and what and everything. But I guess because that's like a one like queerness in games is like not a thing that there aren't like 50 conventions every year for it, you know. So like
There's one.
for like for Crunchyroll Expo, it's like sure there are lots of things that are unique to that one convention, but they also probably expect like every other convention doesn't have everything streaming and available and everything. So like yeah, it's just a local event.
I don't know.
今は具体的に何ができるかは思いつ
Credo
いて
Prime
ない
had
け
said
ど
that all of the panels that he sees at cons are just like how to make Japanese tea and fight with the sword, okay?
楽しみにして
They're
てね
definitely not the panels that I mean there are some of those panels,
よ
but
しや
didn't
るぞ
seem to be primarily
私のエルカはボディに
panels
秘めら
going
れ
on
た
at Crunchyroll Expo.
Yeah, like I mean, from what I hear from everyone who is really into going to lots of anime cons, that there is that things between like conventions that have good panel culture and have like a high bar for getting a panel accepted, and ones that have low bars. I think Otaku-con was kind of like a mix because it did seem to have like a healthy, big culture. It just wasn't something really interesting to us. Well, actually, you know, I guess there's the thing that like these are probably actually two different axes that I'm conflating. Because there's a difference between the West Coast, like Anime Expo. Actually, Anime Expo does have stuff. Like Comic-Con does not have fan panels. It just has no fan panels. Anime Expo, I think, has some, but much less. Actually, no, I think Anime Expo doesn't usually have any. I'm just confused because there's an academic track, which does have academic stuff. But... And then on the East... So I think Otaku-con was just in a weird space. And like the ones that Credo Prime was explaining... I think are just ones where it's like they have panels, they just don't have like a culture of doing really good panels. I think it's. Oops, I took the mic. Okay. Okay.
It's just like, let me just kick this thing. I will let you look into the guy who took my title as champion top grappler. Is this guy a cheater? Cool. Knockville Broadway.
I'm trying to open the chat on my computer because it's getting really hard to read it in the PS4 interface.
All those comments are long and stuff.
Oh, we also can't scroll back
Memory
anything.
DX up! Oh yes! Let's go get some more Digimans.
This later one from Creative Farm isn't even all visible in the PS4 interface. There's more to it. Yeah, and like Ali says, aren't really in their area. Remoto says they went to a con where they had a panel on Greek and Roman mythology and anime. There was some really interesting stuff we heard from, I mean, not like kind of related to Greek and Roman mythology. From the, they had, I can't remember his name. I think his last name is Amano. I think he's most well known for the like cover logos of Final Fantasy games. Can't remember his first name or his given name. But anyway, he had basically a talk there and did a live painting of Odin, and it was interesting. Final Fantasy summon Odin, not Greek mythology Odin, not Greek, Norse mythology. Anyway, but the way he was talking about, like he was like saying he considers games to be a form of mythology. But there was interesting interactions with like how he was saying that like now when people like I didn't even know, like I looked into like most of the Greek and Roman origins of Final Fantasy summons and stuff. Well, also a lot of them are from Norse mythology. But like I guess like Bahamut is so ingrained in my head as being a dragon that I never even questioned it or looked into it. And he was explaining how like yeah, Bahamut and like original mythology is like not a dragon whatsoever, but like now everyone thinks it was dragon because it was character design, and
Oops.
and like yeah, like apparently Bahamut is like a fish that like
Jeff feels lied to.
I'm just confused. Bahamut is a large fish that supports the earth in Arabian mythology. In some sources, Bahamut is described as having a head resembling a hippopotamus or elephant. And this illustration of it is just like looks kind of like a goat with a world on its top of its back. But he was
Turtle that gets wheels on.
kind of. I don't think it's actually that connected to it. 'Cause that's definitely an Eastern thing, not a Middle Eastern thing. But anyway, but he was describing like the way he was describing. He was like, yeah, in like outside of Japan, if you search for Bahamut, you'll get the original reference. But in Japan, you search for Bahamut and you just see the dragon. Everyone thinks it's a dragon. I'm like, I just googled like Google image search Bahamut. It's all Final Fantasy. Like even here.
All Final Fantasy all the time.
Yeah. Creative Farm says hippopotamus and elephant heads are very different, which is true, but
Not if you're Jeff.
apparently there's like stories of like Bahamut and Jesus. What?
Is there not stories about everybody in Jesus at this
It's according to an Argentine writer. Okay. I don't know how like accepted that is in what religious canons.
No, I don't want to connect on. Let me save first. I don't know what's gonna happen to me. I gotta prepare. Rachel said, that's my motto, Final Fantasy all the time. Precisely. Karita says, Final Fantasy none of the time is my motto.
Oh.
Mean, boo,
That's
wrong.
mean.
Wrong opinion.
I have been meaning, so I don't think it's really, this dichotomy really exists in America, but at least like what I hear in Japan is that like there's a big divide between like Final Fantasy fans and Dragon Quest fans.
Yeah.
And I'm really curious to play I haven't played any Dragon Quest games.
I haven't either. I have a coworker who keeps telling me that he loves them. And that, like, I guess I should play them.
Wait, so I like it. So Urban and Ray said that's my motto, Final Fantasy all the time. Creative Prime said Final Fantasy none of the time is my motto, and then Ali said agree. So I guess we can infer which one they agree with. Yeah, Dragon Quest, like, I'm curious, because from my perspective, it seems like it's like kiddie, silly thing. It's like, I would never think of it as comparable to Final Fantasy as a franchise. But, like, most, like, Dragon Quest 11 just came out in Japan, and, like, you know, like, the common, oh, just, it was the end of July, so I guess it was a couple weeks ago. But, what you commonly hear is that, like, they had to choose when July 29th, let me double check when that was. What day of the week that was. Yep, it was released on a Saturday, which I forget exactly how the story played out, but like something like they couldn't release it during the week because kids would all take off from school to play it. I don't remember if that was just I don't remember if that like they only changed Dragon Quest release date, or if they had to change all games release dates because of Dragon Quest. Let me look, see if there's like a story like that here. I wonder if it is like it does. Maybe like the Dragon Quest series appeals to a younger kid audience, and it's just like fueled by nostalgia that fans who grew up with that love it a lot. Oh, it's your PS4. I should buy that. Like, where should I start with Dragon Quest? Like, yeah, because it's for PS4. So
Rachel says Dragon Quest, please no though.
says what?
I don't know, just because she doesn't like Dragon Quest, I guess.
Oh, no, please.
No, please.
I was like, please no, like, you're saying, like, no, like the noun plea, but pluralized? Like, no, please? Oh, yeah. I'm curious to try it out, though. And I'm tempted because I'm like, if it is more of, like, targeting a younger audience, maybe I could try to read it in Japanese. And, like, right now, Dragon Quest 11 is coming in 2018 in English, but I could just get it for PS4. play it in Japanese. Did I order Final Fantasy Kingdom Hearts in Japanese, I mean? I don't think I did. We haven't ordered it yet. I have Kingdom Hearts 1.5 plus 2.5 and Majora's Mask in my card at Amazon Japan.
I'm not shocked.
It's a shame because, like, there are so many things. Well, okay. Never mind. I was gonna say so many things. I really just meant manga. Buying manga in Japan is so much cheaper. Buying, like, basically anything else is a lot more expensive. Okay. Also by anything else, I meant anime or games. My worldview is very limited. Yeah. Because, like, okay, so this Kingdom Hearts 1.5, 2.5. Let me look it up on...
Do you have any feelings about this Final Fantasy and Assassin's Creed crossover
No.
thing?
I'm done with Final Fantasy 15. I'm done.
So done!
I'm done with it. There's the Assassin's Creed crossover, I'm done with it. And Pocket Edition. I mean, actually, I'm not actually done with it. I do need to go back. I want to play the post-game content. At this point, it's been almost a year.
Why do you want to play the post-game? It's been that long?
Got it in November.
And the notice says anime statues are a lot cheaper in Japan.
Okay, that's true. Yeah. But okay, so Kingdom Hearts 1.5, 2.5, US English version buying from Amazon.com is $50. Buying from Amazon Japan is, and translating it in, is $70. That's actually not too much of a markup. Or higher. I expect it to be like, 1.5 to 2 times as expensive. Let me look up Majora's, because the two games I want to get are Kingdom Hearts Collection and Majora's Mask. Also not too bad. It's like $36 in US and about like $55 in Japan. I like though how it's like the title in the Amazon entry is in English, and they have to have like parentheses, does not work on USA 3DS. Oh yeah, I have a Japanese 2DS.
I'm shocked.
I got to play the Atmon game, and then I was just so bored by the Atmon game. Sorry, Atmon.
Just like we were bored with the Atmon arcade game.
Yeah, I don't think it's as bad as that though, but...
Oh, why you want to know about my mother, Geogreymon? You're a creeper. Rachel said it was 45
£45. Do you know how to read?
Nope. I always get confused.
£45 is about $58 apparently right now. So that's like how much it costs like a new game to come out in the US. What I understand, I think games in like most countries outside the US are more expensive than the US. I think. Definitely Australia.
Well, for Australia. Burrito and Embermoto have differing opinions on the quality of having an anime statue. Embermoto says some statues are nice depending on brand maker. I agree. I have some to anime.
Nendoroids are basically... I think like I used to be interested in the bigger... I guess we got a bunch of Digimon figures that are like the more realistic style, and now I'm just like, I'm kind of only interested in Nendoroids.
I have the opposite. I'm too lazy to switch out the parts on Nendoroids enough to make them like...
But even without swapping out the parts, they're like still neat. What? These... Oh. The games I picked out when I was in Japan don't actually ship to the US.
Korea Prime says the only statues they ever got were a knockoff Gem and Digimon. I have the real Gem and Digimon. Me and Jeff.
Yeah, that is a frustration. There's a big difficulty with buying figures online is that you're like no way to know if it's going to be a fake until it arrives. Mujora.
Rito says, I prefer Figuarts slash Figmas since I can pose them. I'm personally okay with Figuarts. I think Figmas always look really ugly.
I think as soon as posing is involved, it's tough to...
Yeah, I think Figmas are really bad about making the joints look anything.
I think it's always tough to do the posing. Why? There are no more... At the time when I added this thing to my cart, they were available like global shipping, but then like the individual seller selling those stopped selling. So now I can't get... There's no Majora's Mask 3DS game that ships to the US. Kingdom Hatsu. Hopefully there's this stuff with Kingdom Hearts. I was trying to, because I was, what? The only thing that is available from Amazon Japan that has like global shipping. Oh, never mind, I clicked the wrong button, never mind. Never mind. The only thing available shipping globally is a figure. But actually what happened was I hit Bandai instead of global shipping.
Holy crap, this Requiem is strong. I am not prepared for this battle, I might die.
Yeah, posing figures is really tough, it's really hard. I almost always feel like it's just not worth the effort. Kind of like, you get this really great figure and then you're like, ugh, it looks crappy because of me. And that feels shitty.
Rachel says all they buy is Gunpla or something. And Karita says they knew it was a knockoff since it was $15. Yeah, it's like... There's always a struggle of like... I want to make sure it's a legit figure, but then I know that I'll probably pay $100 kajillion versus... Maybe I just kind of want it to look nice, and the knockoff achieves that normally, so like...
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm getting my butt kicked in this battle. I was not expecting that. Wow. I think I've stopped the heavy bleeding of my battle here. Maybe. Wow! All my Digimon will just miss. That's cool. Okay. Maybe I lied. Come on.
What's the kind of figure that the giant Kuroko one is?
I have no idea.
And who even is that?
The evil guy? The biggest bad.
Oh really? There's the biggest bad in that series?
I mean,
that's more interesting because I thought it was just a random dude. To explain, we got we went to Nick toured Shueisha like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. They were just like, here, take stuff. One of them was this giant figure of a Kuroko character that I had no idea who they were.
I think his name is Akashi. He was the captain of their team.
Before he went evil?
He's the most like wayward of them, yeah, so then he's supposed to have like the greatest basketball abilities or whatever.
That series.
You shut up, that series is great.
No, when you're describing it, like that sounds like the kind of thing that in context would actually be really cool, but then out of context you're like, this is absurd. And the fact that he's not working on a golf series is just like, I don't know what to think about that. Just don't know.
The worst figure I ever bought, I mean it looks okay wherever I have it right now, is a Rukia from Bleach.
Who's that? What's that? What's Bleach?
I mean, I read the reviews and they were all like, this figure's crap. The feet immediately break off, and I was like, I'll take my chances, and both of her feet are broken, and I tried to hot glue them, and it just like, no. Or I think I tried to super glue them and it didn't work, but like, I just have her standing.
Super glue!
That's like, whatever.
I'm trying to decide now if it's worth... Like, it's gonna be really expensive to, So since these don't have... These Amazon items don't have international shipping, I do have Tenso account. I can get them sent to my Japanese address, and then forwarded. It's gonna be worth it extra. I think the only time I've used Tenso, actually, the only time I bothered that like it's worth it for the money is like a present for you that I'm like, well, I need to get it regardless of cost.
What was it?
I don't know, like random things.
Cool.
That you really, I don't care about this.
Probably. I'm gonna laugh when I fail this battle. It's gonna be really funny. Also, yeah, I didn't even explain the funniest part about Akashi to you. Kurito says, yeah, Akashi went evil. Somehow his basketball powers changes one of his eye colors. True facts. So Envermoto had said that they buy all their figures in Japan, which is both smart, but like also terrifying, and then you have to ship them back, I guess, or like carry them with you. And we never have space to carry anything, except that first time we did.
The first time we had like a huge bag
Yeah.
that we could just put everything in.
Well,
like,
because we only stayed in Tokyo, so we were like, we're not moving at all, so we just like brought an extra bag that sat in whatever Airbnb we had rented.
yeah.
And the second trip we were like, we're moving around so much, we're not carrying around this extra bag. Like,
Oh, that's tempting. I didn't realize that, like... Oof. Oh, those are PS3 versions, that's why. I was like, so the 1.5 plus 2.5 is like 7,300 yen, but 2.5 on its own is only 1,900. And the 1.5 on its own is only 1,200. That's like half the price, get them separately. Those are the PS3 versions separately. No, I can't use the PS3. Are you crazy? That's from like 1990.
the PS3 can hear you.
PS3's 1990. Yeah, because you have it. Its little cage is open a little bit there.
You're using its cable for the PS4 right now.
Okay, it has relinquished that cable. Doesn't have any rights to that cable.
Wow. Ali says, I need to go to Japan. And I agree, everybody should go to Japan.
Everyone, even Donald Trump.
No, not Donald Trump.
I mean, if we could banish him there.
No! I would not wish that on the Japanese people.
I mean, I didn't say banish him and then become their president. Like, if he was just like stuck wandering the streets of Japan.
We just like put him on one of the tiny islands and then leave him there.
Seriously, like... Like, there are so many things to hate about Donald Trump. So many different levels. So many different things terrible things he's done. People leaving the press and everything. But like... Just the like... I mean, we've talked about it off mic, but like... The thing I've heard people comment about that he is not speaking any of the languages actually is like ends up... I don't think he intended this way. I think it just happened that way. But like ends up being a power move. That like because
Right,
he...
I
because
did read that too.
And I told you about it before you read it. Yeah, that like, I mean, I think I heard about it on the podcast, so it's probably from that same source.
I remember reading an article.
Anyway, but that like, because he needs to speak in English, everyone else has to speak in English to be on his turf. Or no, everyone needs to speak in English, then they end up being on his turf, and then he ends up like psychologically being in controlled situations much more. But I mean, I don't know how much that holds up in general. Because I assume in most situations both sides have interpreters. But that leaked conversation with was it Mexican president? I forget, I think it was like leaked by the New York Times. I can't remember the details, but I just remember there was like a point where I think Mexican president like spoke pretty good English, but had an interpreter just to like be sure they were getting like the right nuance and everything. And Donald Trump at one point was like, he doesn't need you to interpret this. Like, he speaks better English than I do, which is like a compliment, but like it was so clearly like if he then asks to like, no, I need this to be interpreted, like it puts it in such a shitty like power
Our
play.
president is Garden. It's great.
Ugh.
Rachel says they aim to go to Japan on their 27th birthday, which is 3 years away. Seems the only time my friend who lived there for a year can go to Ugh life. Yes. Basically. It's so far away. I've been planning our spring trip and I'm like, this is still too damn far away to be caring about this, but also I kind of have to care because cherry blossom season, blah blah blah.
Trying to find out how heavy this game is. And there's no information about the weight.
Hey, Allie says, I might go after I graduate high school, but I'm also going to England that summer. I didn't realize you were that young.
How heavy is this game?
What?
I'm trying to do like a shipping calculation to see if it's how expensive it's going to be to get it shipped from Tenso.
I'll tell you how heavy it is, and I'll be like,
Amazon? Yeah, that's how heavy things are.
the game probably is not that heavy though. Rachel says she will share with us later a thing with Trump's head on the Queen's body. Thought it was very funny.
So looking at the American entry, Kingdom Hearts, this same game is 3.2 ounces. There's no mention that in Japanese Amazon entry. I guess it's probably about the same weight.
Rachel says she can weigh her copy for you.
3.2 ounces, 2 pounds. Wait, no, I don't want pound, I want grams. 90 grams.
Digimon.
Oh.
Give a command to my
See,
Digimon.
this is like oh, it's not that like heavy. Getting this like a 3.2 ounce game shipped through Tenso is $20. Yeah. And there are cheaper options that take a long time and don't have like insurance. I might just do those because I don't have like pressing need for these games.
Yeah, Jeffrey.
Normally I'm buying things through here for like a present for you that needs to arrive, but certain date. Yeah, I'll just do that.
Should change the leader just for funsies.
You know how the leader like affects the
Yes,
trainer?
I know.
Okay,
I don't know who's up in here who like needs stuff though. So I don't care. I had tried to work on the Tokomon to get up their intelligence. I think I maybe got it high enough. Maybe. Okay. Oh. Trying to find that crap on. Oh, it's good.
What is this?
Now everybody's like, oh my gosh, wait, Ali is like almost as old as Digimon. It's a franchise. So young.
What does
You're
this
all
mean?
young to me. Alright, see, Credo says the only time I ever cared about the leader was when I was trying to get Lucemon. Right. And I don't have the Tokomon in there right now. And it has plus 14 intelligence. I mean, that means I still have to get it to a high level, but like, I think it should work. Maybe. Okay. I'll find out someday.
This Majora's Mask. Oh, I see. It had like a special. It's like listed as like something version. And I'm like, what does this mean? It just means ordinary version. There's also a limited Amazon version. What's in that limited Amazon version? Looks like it comes with a bunch of like cards.
This will probably be the last mission I do. Jeff and I have something to do at 5.
Oh yeah, I have lots of stuff I need to do in addition to that, and I just want to sleep.
Oh, poor Jeffrey. Ali says Pokemon horrifies me. Doesn't Pokemon horrify everyone? It's Pokemon, he has weird ass teeth. Tokujo says cute teeth about Pokemon. So cute. Asher, well, maybe I shouldn't spoil that. I won't spoil what we've discussed about Pokemon's teeth in X Evolution.
I don't even remember.
Jeff doesn't even remember. More has to do with X antibody. Connect to the chat site. Credo's still really mad about DLC pre-order requiring you to have pre-ordered because now they can't 100% the game.
Huh.
Because you can't get certain Digimon, I guess. You need to complete the Digidex. Just be straight. Quit kidding around.
I just ordered $125 of...
Jeffrey!
What?
You have problems. I just thought you should know.
It's only 2 games, like... The problem is that, like, it's in it before it needs to get forwarded from Japan. Costs have been factored in. That's what I'm worried. Hopefully, like, it'll only be, like, $10.
I wasn't paying attention when some other person explained this crap to me, so...
Spoiler, this person is a Digimon.
I know this person is a Digimon!
That's all I remember.
I love that Zoe's my hair was like, this is good music to fall asleep to. Oops, never mind. Or fight you. Oh, you're Minerva, huh? Hi. Connect jump. Frida says that he did 100% the game, but on a friend's thing, and he can't transfer it because of DLC loss. Oh, so that's fun.
Yeah, I really hope things like that are the kind of things that get sorted out and, like, resolved for a sequel.
Happy hack memory.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about, like, are they actually listening to feedback like that? I don't know. Because I also think that was just, like, a international version thing, and they might not incorporate any of that feedback into the other version. Don Snagate?
What does it mean?
Let me double check what Don is. I think it's like gradually getting more and more connected. Like gradually more and more connected. Don don. No, it's like okay. No, it's not gradually. I think it's don don. Don don is like drumming noise, like rapidly set out. So like we're rapidly getting connected. Tsunagiri. Or like rapidly. Oh no. Tsunagiri. I can't tell if it's transitive or intransitive. I think it would be transitive, so it might be like gradually connecting you. I don't know. Because it's definitely like your avatar saying it, right?
Oh, is it? Yeah.
I think so. So I guess like she's saying like I'm connecting you, kind of, or like I'm rapidly connecting you.
I didn't know that they bothered to give my avatar any sort of voice.
Creative Prime says, since we were talking about toys before, I realized there are no Digimon villain designs I would like to have a toy or statue of. That is an interesting point. That is interesting. It seems like a weird failing that like I mean, you could call Beelzemon a villain in that regard. But none of the, like, season... but that's not... There definitely are people who might just want to love Vandemon.
Would you want a statue of him, though?
Oh, I'm sure they would.
Okay.
I'm just thinking of, Actually, no, I'm not sure, I think. So, like, you probably remember the name, but, like, Allison Manic on Twitter and stuff. Pretty sure she like is her handle on With Will is Vande. So I'm pretty sure they like Vandemon, but they have like a lot of figures. They posted their like wall of figure collections in boxes though, and I was like everything was all like Digimon or CCS or Yu-Gi-Oh. I forget the other ones were. I was like, I like all of these things. They're all great. Anyway, I'm sure that person, if there was a Megadeth figure, saying they made it their name, would like it. Also, our PS4 interface is messed up.
What is going on here?
Tokujo says, you mean you don't want an Edamon statue? Ooh. And then Rachel adds on a talking Edamon. Ooh, I'm saying like the talking fish things.
Yeah.
That'd be great. It looks like it's just Tokujo's comment that is like,
yeah.
Tokujo, you're so infamous that you've messed up the chat. You know, actually I think that it might be, because we've had other faces made before. It looks like it may have been triggered by the smiley face.
I have no idea what's going on. Where's Akilamon?
I think that's probably technically what's going on, because it's like rendered with emoji, and the emoji can mess up the character count somehow. Yeah, Creative Problem says they won't be able to on burst mode, but that's not a villain. Yeah.
Promon? What the heck is even is this Digimon?
Shh. You'll find out. You'll find out. What? I don't think any other villains are like iconic. And I feel like the villains that are iconic because they turn good. Or are married. You want a D-Reaper statue? Tokujo's trying to mess up the chat now with some coffee. Is that a coffee emoji? I think it looks more like a coffee on YouTube. No, it looks more like coffee here. Looks like it didn't mess it up.
Didn't mess it up.
Actually, someone's hacking your chat.
Jesus.
I'm trying to think season 4. Lucimon would be a good figure, actually. I don't know if there's enough love for him. That would definitely, if I saw that as a figure, I'd be like, oh, I would want that, but I'm probably not going to buy it.
Lucimon baby one?
Yeah. Oh no, there's no. God no.
God no!
What is this? What is this like dark moon face? What?
You never seen Dark Moon face?
No.
Let's screw these two roll into it.
So look, Ali put the actual cake emoji.
See? Chat has really just evolved. For some reason my parent says weird. I heard a bunch of typing sounds while someone was hacking your account. Good Jeff.
Ooh, Dustmon would be good, yeah.
Ooh, I'd buy a Dustmon figure.
Yeah, so it would be so cool if you, because then you could put goggly eyes on top of the eyes, and then...
Ridiculous.
I typed the lost numbers.
Wow. Nerd. Such a nerd.
Why did I have this as an emoji? In my recently used emoji? This is the real Jeff. These are my recently used emoji. Can you guess what they are? Oh yeah, guess what my most recently used emoji are?
Me?
No, I mean like the chat.
Oh, I don't even have any ideas.
There's two that I'm about to post, and they have a theme. So try and guess what they are. Actually, as a clue, like based on like what we posted on as Podigious recently. I didn't end up using these emoji, but I was like thinking of using them. And I was like, nah. No one's guessed yet. I don't know how much lag there is.
Everybody is this doesn't know. They're so scared to guess. Alright, I guess we can fight whatever the heck this Digimon is, and it will probably kick my butt.
Tokujo guessed sick and like dazed eyes. Oh, it's like the crossed out eyes.
Alright,
The emoji look different in Google's interface. They like have their own custom emoji, I guess.
yeah.
It's actually pretty interesting. I wonder what PlayStation 4. It looks like the Apple emoji.
Huh.
How?
But they're different companies. Sony is not Apple.
Yeah, I don't know what they. Ruby and Ray
Get my butt
guessed.
kicked.
Rachel guessed upside down smiley face emoji. Nope, nope.
That's definitely mine.
You're all way off. I mean, I think I have that in the recent history, but not the one I'm thinking of.
I use upside down face all the time.
So far, everyone's way off.
Y'all don't know Jeff. Oh god, Minervamon's gonna kick my butt.
Tokujo guessed sunglasses emoji. Nope, still way off. It's not a face.
I don't have any.
Ali guessed looks like caterpillar, turkey, and watermelon. Now I want watermelon. Actually, can you get watermelon?
No, every time you buy watermelon.
I buy watermelon so often and then never actually cut it up, and then it goes bad and then I throw it out.
Yeah.
Actually, that's not true. It goes bad and then Ashley throws it out. Zoe's my favorite guest. Poop emoji. Nope, still way off. Korea Prime guessed like flying money, dollar cash bag, dollar bill, hammer. Nope, none of those. Tokujo guessed bomb, fox, and traffic light. Nope. Nope, none of those.
Bomb cat traffic.
Although I'm gonna post something that I haven't used in a while, but it's something that used to use when describing like when we were planning for Japan and we were like, how do we deal with like saying, oh, let's just spend lots of money. This is my like, this is our spend lots of money shrug. And it's always my favorite guest. Girl crossing her arms. Rachel guessed needle, bath, mountain. Ali guessed web. Is it a web or snowflake? I think it's either snowflake or web.
Can't tell in these damn interfaces.
Rachel guessed like shruggy girl. Korea Prime guessed cat. No, these are all way off.
Jeffrey, just tell them. They're never gonna get it. They don't know you.
Okay, I'll post what it is. You're gonna be mad. Y'all gonna be mad about it.
Oh my god, screw you.
It was for the listener favorite polls.
Yeah. Like I said, screw you.
Jojo posted nerdy glasses emoji. When everyone was like doing faces, I was like, I was like, should I say it's not made by humans? But it is made by humans.
Frito says we're always mad at you, Jeff. Good. I am too.
The stream started and ended with murdering Jeff.
It's okay, it's on the old video that the internet messed up.
I'm gonna kick you with the moon. Here's my sword while I'm guarding. No, while I'm breaking it. Okay, I'm confused. Okay. That's what she said. I don't know why she said that, but she was confused. I'm just voice acting how they do it. Take an item.
I feel like these
I'm rolling in the sky.
really stepped up their hardness.
I feel like the voice acting really stepped up its game recently.
Has it really?
Yeah, I mean there wasn't like there was barely any voice acting before. It was always in Japanese, but now it's magical.
Yeah.
Take an item. No more guarding for you.
My
I'm gonna
defense
stop.
is way down. It's real fun. Please don't attack me. Okay. What? Where'd Digimon just get out? Okay. Just get out of here. Bye, Rachel. People should sleep if it's their sleep time. That's that's how I advise this to go, yeah.
I do want to make a renewed effort in general to sleep more.
Wow. Amazing.
I mean, I always want to make that.
Yeah, I know. That's why. Lol. Lol, Jeff. Stop guard breaking field me, man. I don't need this. I don't need this in my life, okay?
Don tsunagete? Kurai? Doesn't that mean like dark?
I don't know.
It's like dark or gloomy. Or like bitter or sorrowful.
I've run out of HP sprays, but okay. You know what, YOLO. Go for it. Gamer Theory wants to know, there's a black Garurumon and a virus middle Greymon. Where's Saberjimon's evolution of black Garurumon? I don't know, I don't understand how they picked which Digimons to go in this game. It apparently made everybody very mad, so...
I don't understand the second half of references. I don't... Who's Saberjimon? I didn't know Saberjimon. Oh, whoa, okay. I never knew about this. Saberjimon, which is like a dark Bergemon.
Interesting.
It definitely is not clear from that name.
Yeah.
Oh. No, okay. It's one of those things that's like in Japanese it actually makes a fair amount of sense.
Oh,
But in English, like it's clearly sounds like they're going for Saber Dramon, but once you actually like write that as Saber Dramon, then you lose the Bird Dramon reference because it's Sebadoromon. So it's like Se Birdramon. But then when you write it as like saying Saber Dramon, then it's like what? I see.
I like this track of the soundtrack.
It's quiet background music. So I see. So the so why doesn't this Dark Birdramon have evolution into like Black Birdramon? Yeah, the Saber Dramon doesn't exist in Cyber Sleuth, right? No, I don't think so. Yeah, I mean it's clearly like the popular Digimon, like the main two, get more forms than the others, and that is frustrating. It's frustrating as like I also understand like Digimon isn't that popular. I don't know. This is good music. It's just so quiet.
Wow, that's really good music. It's legit one of my favorite tracks. It's like it's strangely really somber. Serious.
It looks like Saber Dramon is in next order at least.
Game I also want to stream, but I gotta finish this one first. Oh, it's never gonna happen.
So Ash is like
Ash
on his
is on his way to Israel.
Is he like
right
is he
now.
there yet?
No, he was supposed to leave tonight, so I assume no.
Oh.
I don't even know if he's like actually left yet. Wait, did you hear when my mom was like, I want to go to Israel too? And I was like, that was not the response I thought you were gonna give me.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah.
So I told my mom today, I thought she was gonna be very mad. I told her, I was like, I think I might go see Asher in Israel over Thanksgiving. And I thought she was gonna be like, no, you should come, if you're gonna go somewhere for Thanksgiving, then you should come home. Or like, you shouldn't go to the Middle East. Or like, something like that. And she was just like, no, I can't go then. I'm gonna go to Israel too. And I was like, wait, what? Not.
I think there's still a possibility of her coming around to being like, no, you shouldn't go.
I mean, yeah, but now I'm gonna run on her being like, that sounds fun, that's totally fine. I'll be like, I bought tickets, and then she'll be like, nah. Like,
I don't think either should have really influenced that much.
I mean, I just wanted to be honest with her and tell her, like, it wasn't gonna, like, actually affect whether I did it or not, but I definitely didn't expect her to actually approve in any way. But cool.
Tamer Theory also points out that Saber Digimon looks better than Blue Marimon. And there's also the purple Patamon called Tsukumon or whatever. Wait, that's not... Tsukumon is the...
Digimon is...
Oh, sorry. No, there's Tsukumon with an S and Tsukumon with a TS, I think. Tsukumon with an S is the... Okay, I don't think it's actually... It's called something else. The Dark Patamon is not spelled that way. What is it spelled as? What? What? So I'm just looking at the Digimon Wiki page for Patamon, and it lists partners, and the partners in the order it lists on the website are Money Hacker, Takaru TK Takashi, Akira, Miyaki, and Housewife. What? These are all for, like, I guess, like, obscure games or things.
Tsukaimon is what they meant.
Tsukaimon, okay. There's an extra I in there. I'm trying to find that by going into Patamon's earlier form, but it doesn't even list it there. Anyway, yeah, that one does look a little bit weird. Blue Marimon, I haven't found that to be too weird. Yeah, palette swaps. No palette swaps. Palette swaps are in a weird place because it's like people hate them for being such like low effort ways to increase the number of Digimon in the games. So I'm like, we have like 300 Digimon. It's like, okay, but like 200 of them are palette swaps. Like, but then it's weird when they have it as a low effort thing to not go all out with that low effort. Like, why not? Once you have palette swaps for all of the adventure kids.
Right.
Like, it's weird to then be like, this low effort thing we're only going to do for the main 2 kids because it's the only ones that are important not to do it for. It's like, okay.
Ali says, I love Tsukaimon. He's on one of my Digimon Heroes teams. Dang. Oh my god, you guys, my sleuth rank just went up. I'm a real cyber sleuth now.
Well, calling back to an old, I think the last stream we did, my Bonnie reviews got Tooth Dentist come up. Sorry, Tooth Doctor.
Tooth Doctor, did you type that?
No, I typed dentist this time. I'm getting better at thinking dentist instead of thinking tooth doctor.
Wow. Proud of you. It's always my favorite. Says, as opposed to a fake cyber sleuth. Exactly. No, I was just like an apprentice before. Kurita says, if they do a black/evil Angemon, I want him to have bat wings. But then isn't he just Devimon? And Gallantmon/Chaos Gallantmon is a good example of how to do a color swap, according to Tamer Theory.
I'm trying to remember if there's anything more to the design of those than beyond the colors for that one.
Alright, well, I think unfortunately we must go because we have a thing to do in 10 minutes, and I'm now in between missions, so that seems good. We're still on Chapter 7. I really thought I was going to beat Chapter 7 this time. Sigh. Okay, whatever. Until next Sunday, everybody go watch Game of Thrones or whatever it is you do on your Sundays. Bye!
Bye.